Well, welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at, let's see here, some Bloodhound enumeration. So I'm already into the system, right? Kind of. I haven't actually gotten into it yet, but I'm already kind of there. I obviously have the exploit up and running, Windows SMB PS exec. Okay. So if we do a locate Bloodhound over here. Now I have shown how to use Bloodhound before on this channel also, so I'm not going to show how to install and everything because I have shown that before. But we can see that there's a whole bunch of stuff for Bloodhound, right? The very first thing we have to do to get Bloodhound up and running is actually type in neo4j console. That's probably going to fail because I believe it needs to be sudo neo4j console. Alright. And that's going to start up. We also need to go ahead and type in Bloodhound. And this is going to start up. Now, when you very first start up your neo4j console, you go into it, and like I said, I've shown this before, so I'm not going to show exactly how to set it up, but you will set up a username and password in there, which I've already done. So we can log into this, and we are now in Bloodhound, right? This is an old one I had, right? If we remember from when I very first did this one to show everything. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to probably get rid of this data. I'm trying to figure out how the heck to get rid of this guy, or maybe just like new or something. No? Okay. Wondering how I go new here. What do I do that for? Maybe you just have to import new graph or import something, upload data, view upload status, change layout site settings. Can we delete this one? About. Okay, maybe we'll whenever we upload it, maybe we'll just because we'll have to import it afterwards, so maybe let's do it like that. Maybe once we upload everything, we exit out, come back into it. Maybe we'll work from there, huh? So, but right now we do already have something in Bloodhound. That's okay, because this is from one of my old videos that we had here. All right, so you do see that. Hey, yeah, it does actually work. So we did Bloodhound. We got neo4j console, right? Now what we need to do is get another window up and running, and we're gonna go ahead and type in. Actually, let me do it up top here so you make sure you guys see it, or actually over here, make sure you guys see it. Locate sharphound. Now sharphound, like this. Yeah. Okay. Now sharphound is going to have. You can do it through PowerShell, okay, a PS1 file, or through an exe, okay, an executable. We're going to utilize an executable. So let's go ahead and hop onto a Windows machine. So I'll do a show options like real quick. We're going to hop on one of the Windows 10 machines, okay, 10.0019 is a Windows 10 machine, alright. And yeah, we're just going to try to hop on there with the passwords that we've already cracked and everything. Remember, we were doing pass the hash last time, we did password cracking and everything like that. So one of the passwords we already cracked, under header.wonderland, we'll hop on there and go ahead and type in run. And we have command session 2 open, and it decided to stop opening it. That's really weird. Okay, I said that pretty much it didn't work, but then it actually did work. Okay, so if I do a who am I, and you see I'm NT authority system. But now let's go ahead and enumerate this entire network, right? That's what we want to try to do with this. So first off, I'm in a command shell here. Like I said, we can use either sharphound, or we can use the exe or the PS1 file here. I'm actually going to hop back into there, and I'm going to show you guys how to get this through. So if we go ahead and we do sessions 2. I'll show you guys how to get this through, instead of using the upload command, cd in the header.wonderland, right? And cd in desktop. Instead of using upload, we're going to go ahead and type in PowerShell. PowerShell does have a wget, which is invoke web request, so we can actually wget this guy. So we can actually do a copy. We'll do the exe file, so let's go ahead and copy that guy back to us here. Right, and then we'll do a, actually mutech rf, sharphound, my fault, because now he's in the default directory there, I don't want him there. So let's go ahead and cd into desktop training boxes, active directory home lab, right? Now let's go ahead and copy him over into here, that's sharphound.exe. Then we'll do a python 3 tac m HTTP server on port 80. Then we can wget HTTP and my IP address, right, which I believe is 10.0013. Oh man, that's super confusing looking at it like this. 10.0013, okay. We'll go ahead and throw him in there. /sharphound .exe. Okay. Then from there, we have to say, hey, tac out file, what are we going to call it on this system? And we can just call it sharp.exe. So that is one way to do it. And then once we actually ran this, I'm going to then make a interpreter session now, but if we weren't able to get an interpreter session, let's say we only got psexec section or something like that, psexec.py, then we can upload it through PowerShell with wget. We could then re-download the information that we're getting. We could do that through, if there was a web server first off on there, we could put it in the web server folder. If there was a share on there, like a share folder, we could do that and get it through SMB client with a GET request. So there's different ways, you just got to kind of think outside the box if we're not able to use Meterpreter. So we uploaded it, not using Meterpreter, we're going to go ahead and download it with Meterpreter. So that's in there now. If I do a dir, we see that sharp.exe is now in there. Okay. I can actually go ahead and type an exit and just run it, sharp.exe. And he's going through and he's running Sharphound, okay, which is for Bloodhound, which is going to allow us to enumerate the network much better and kind of get a visual of that network. Okay. The more people you have in a network, the more users, the more machines, the more Bloodhound's going to get crazier and crazier looking. But there's quite a few things we can do with it, and I'll show you how. Okay, so it says that I compress the data right here, and this is bloodhound.zip. Now remember, if we also had Python here, we can always make a web server, Python web server, then do a wget for ourselves. Right, but let's go ahead and do a Control-Z, and then do a search for shell2, use 0, show options, set session to 2. We'll go ahead and run that. You guys should have seen me do this many times before. If not, this is just a shell2 interpreter, and hopefully we get it, because right there it did not want to actually complete. I'm wondering if the one thing turned back on. As you see, also there it is. But I'm wondering if real-time protection turned back on. No, real-time protection is off, so we should be able to do a shell2 interpreter. So I don't know why it's not taking it like right there. If not, we can always do another session to try to do a interpreter session right off the bat. There we go. Then we got an interpreter session. Interpreter session 4 is now open, session stack I. Or we could have also made MSF Venom, right? And had that be a interpreter session. There's a bunch of ways we could have done this, right? So if we go to sessions 4, now we're going to go ahead and cd / users / remember, if you're going through Meterpreter, you have to add in double slashes, okay? Header.wonderland, desktop, and then we'll do a dir, and we can see that sharp.exe is right here, okay? And this is our Bloodhound file that we want to grab, right? So let's go ahead and actually grab that. So let's go ahead and download now that file. So that file is back to us. I don't actually know where it is back to us. We can Control-Z this. We can actually Control-Z this also, okay? So it's here. I messed up, obviously, right? So let's go ahead and copy from there /2022, boom, into here. So, and then we'll unzip, or excuse me, we don't have to actually unzip it. We can go ahead and now import this information. So let's go ahead and upload data, and we'll go into home, desktop, AD, at least I thought it was AD, home, desktop, or isn't it, it's training boxes, right? Training boxes, AD, home lab, and then our zip file for the Bloodhound. And he's going to start uploading all his data, right? We see, okay? He's going through, he's uploading all that different data. And once it's done, we go ahead and press clear finish. Okay, and really? Question mark, really what? Alright. And from here, we can go ahead and import the graph. Actually, maybe we cannot. We uploaded data, refreshing. So I never had it to where there was something else in here already. That's kind of weird to me. So let me go ahead and exit out of here, go back into him, and see if see what's going to happen with that. So I have noticed before, sometimes I do also have to exit out of him, go back into him, and all of a sudden my graph will be sitting there. And hopefully it's the last graph that we had, and it looks like it's actually going to be okay. So it actually looks like we actually got both the graphs in here. Can I just delete him? Delete node. Okay, there we go. Confirm. So here's our graph, okay? And we'll go ahead and delete all these guys. Delete. Or can I like do like a, nope, not that. Exit out of here. Whoopsie daisy. Right click delete. confirm, and delete him. Alright, now we're good to go. Okay, so we have header.wonderland, alice.wonderland, and we have administrator, right? Now, all these guys are domain admins, okay, so you don't really see anything like that, but there's more stuff in here. We'd obviously see it. The more users, the better, right? And also, the more this is going to get loaded up. So, we have a lot of stuff in here. Shows a lot of different things, okay, but what we can do is click on this little hamburger over here for more info. Alright, and then we can go to analysis. We can find all domain admins, right? So, here's all of our domain admins. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Let's go ahead and find shortest path to domain admin. Alright, it's showing us here from default domain policy, OGC.local, straight into administrator, okay? So let's say, and there you go. Now, if like a domain admin, something like that, had a connection that was up and running, so this administrator is going to OGC.local, alright, that's showing us, hey, this is the shortest way to be able to get there to be a domain admin. Okay, if we had domain trust, we could find those shortest path to high value targets. I don't think we're even going to have any. Oh, we do. Okay, so there's our shortest path to high value targets. Now you can start to see how this could start getting pretty freaking insane in here, right? Like we're already kind of running out of, you know. So disable Windows Defender at controller.local. All right, default domain controllers, default domain. Okay. Let me go ahead and see what this is all about. Local policies, okay. So we can start to just kind of look through here and get a visual representation of what's actually happening. We can also do a list of all Kerberoastable accounts, which is for us like right now is only Kerberoast Ticket Granny Ticket. All right. Later on, I am going to be putting like an SQL service or something like that in here, and that will then allow us to be able to have, you know, more Kerberoastable accounts. But that's going to be for Kerberoasting that area. So find Kerberoastable users with most privileges. There wasn't any. Find domain admin logons to non-domain controllers. I don't think we have any like right now. Find computers with unsupported operating systems. We shouldn't have that because they're all running on Windows 11. Really? Windows 7. Ooh, did I actually put... You want to know why? Because I think I actually had a Windows 7 machine up and running one time on here. That's why. Let's go ahead and... we could probably put that back on here, but right now it's not actually on there, but probably according to the domain controller, it probably still is on here. So, because it was one of the machines that were connected to it, right? So there we go. So that's Windows 7 Ultimate Service Pack 1. So there we go. So yeah, we do actually have one on there. So that's pretty cool. Because if you remember my first video, I was talking about trying to get the couple different things to work, and I couldn't, and I tried a Windows 7 machine. So there you go. Alright. So that did actually find that. That's pretty awesome. Okay, find address roastable. Okay, that's not going to work for us. Let's see here. Dangerous rights for domain user groups for, we'll say, domain users at OGC.local. What about local? Control.local. Nothing in there. Okay, find servers where domain users can RDP. Can we RDP? Okay, nothing in there. But you just kind of want to go through here and see, hey, what can we possibly do in here, right? I feel like I should actually be able to RDP in a couple things, but we'll see. So we're just kind of just clicking through and looking, hey, who can we attack? What information can we pull from this? And what's the shortest path to these different things, right? To Kerberoastable users, right? We're not going to have any on here, but things like that, okay? Unconstrained delegation, okay? So yeah, just kind of going through here, clicking on different Bloodhound things. The best way to do this is literally to take, there's an actual Bloodhound, let me see here. Bloodhound try hack me thing. Post exploitation basics, okay? This is probably the best way to actually do this one, is to go through there and just do that. Alright. And just kind of get to post exploitation basics with Bloodhound, which I do have on YouTube also. So that's Bloodhound. That's enumerating things through Bloodhound, kind of looking at it and saying, okay, what can we actually do with this, right? What information can we pull from this and stuff like that. And you know, obviously in a larger network, you're going to have more stuff. So you're going to have those Kerberoastable users, you're going to have those ASREP users, things like that. You start to look at it and say, okay, how do I get to that guy? Who else is connected to him? What computers are connected to that person? Are they remote desktoped in? Things like that. And that's what this is going to help you with. So hopefully you found this informative. I know it was pretty quick. I went through it pretty quickly, but like I said, I have shown this before, Bloodhound. I've done it a few times now, and we use ## through the executable over here. We got it in there through wget. Hey Chad B Noob, how you doing? So we got it through wget right, and we were able to then get our Bloodhound up and running. And then we use Meterpreter to get it back. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. That's going to be about it for me for today for the Bloodhound stuff. I will be going over aircrack-ng next time. Hey there, we're hacking live. How you doing? Yeah, we will be going over aircrack-ng. All right, next time, and yeah, once we get into there, we'll be able to do a lot of fun things, and kind of throw passwords everywhere, and kind of throw I want to test the hashes, see if we can throw hashes everywhere. We kind of throw passwords everywhere and see who can get pawned with that password, what machines, things like that. So join me tomorrow for that. That'll be it for today. And yeah, you guys have a good one.